Hello everyone and welcome back to another day trading recap here. Before we get started, let me tell you guys something. I downloaded Vanguard and yesterday this bad boy came in the mail. I think it's like the Elite Series 2 or whatever it's fancy word it's called. This thing is so badass. It just feels really good in the hands. And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been this excited to do a little bit of gaming since I downloaded Age of Empires 2 after not playing that glorious game for like over 10 years. So if you're not part of it already, check the bottom of our Discord, the Trade Journal Discord. We have a little Call of Duty section in there, and if you guys got Vanguard or Warzone, I'll be trying to pop in there from time to time. First I gotta actually connect this controller, which I probably won't do till this evening, but I'm having a hard time even putting it down. It just feels so good. All right, let's talk about the tickers we traded today. It was another really tough day to trade. Yesterday, I was super in the red. I got back to break even. Actually, it started like this. I was super in the green. I went to super in the red. I got back to break even. I just called it. Today, I was nicely in the green. Then I went red. Then I went green again. Then I went higher green. And I was just like, I just can't keep justifying trading. So I stopped a little bit after the market opened. You can see here I'm up. I'm down on PHUN. This is the only ticker I'm down on. I'm up on OMER and up on CFVI. You know, I was this close to still trading PHUN. This close. But this was one of those tickers where I kept giving back profits on. And you know, as I always say, like the tickers you start giving back profits on, or you just can't get a groove on, it's better just to walk away and not trade it. I feel like maybe I walked away like 10 minutes too soon on PHUN because one of the last trades on it would have been pretty good. So we'll start off talking about PHUN, then we'll go to the other tickers. Overall, I'm up $965. So it was like an okay green day. It wasn't like a super great green day, but after the shaky Monday, pre-market was pretty tough today again. It just kind of felt good. That's like, okay, well, December, let's get a little bit of green in the bag, and then hopefully it gets a little bit better. But tomorrow's already Friday, and man, this was just not the best week for me. I guess it's like a recurring theme right now. I don't know what it is. And right before we dive into PHUN, let me just do a quick reminder to anyone that might be interested in Solana or NFTs, or maybe even creating an NFT right now in our Discord under the NFT section, which again, I will post a link to that Discord section or that Discord channel in the first pinned comment below so you can quickly join it. Yesterday, we discussed for quite some time about, possible ideas, and we got a few really good ones on the table, all really relevant to trading. And thanks to the Trade Journal Discord community member Chase, he got me in contact with his friend who's a graphic designer or just a designer. I'm not really sure. I haven't done the full introduction yet, but I just emailed him. And hopefully he'll be joining the Discord soon. So we are moving along a little bit in finding a team or a bunch of contributors that can help put together this project. I'm going to be doing the development behind it. I've already launched a minting site on the DevNet on Solana, so it works. I've already launched my own NFT as well on the Solana DevNet, just all in private, all in localhost, just to see if it works. So that part kind of has a check mark behind it. There's a few more kind of kinks and bugs I need to kind of explore. My problem is I'm just not that good of a designer, so it's really nice to have a designer on the team. And then hopefully every day we just kind of put another piece into the puzzle and move along. So if you want to join, contribute, learn, that's the place to do it. Again, that first pinned comment below will have the link right to that Discord section. That being said, let's dive right into the tickers today, and maybe we're going to find some possible move that might be worth trading later today, because lately pre-market's been pretty nonsense. Market opens just been selling off, and then we have those kind of midday runs that are actually somewhat interesting again. So let's start with PHUN really quick. Oh, look at that. It's already open. Oh, and actually look at this here. PHUN, 5-minute breakout, 1-minute pullback. This could be a good little 4% continuation here. Maybe worth watching. Maybe. Let's see what happens by the time I'm done with this recap video. Going on the daily chart, PHUN though, my problem with this ticker, I mean, we've traded it many times in the past, but if you zoom in here, this ticker had a huge spike up, which was a crazy trading day. I think it was like a 1100% move, absolutely crazy, before pretty much giving all that back. But then it actually ended up holding this zone, which doesn't look like it's really holding its highs. But if you consider where it was before this day, and let me go to the 4-hour, it's actually not that bad, because we were kind of chilling around $1, and it was going to get delisted here when it was under $1, because NASDAQ tickers have to be over $1 or they get delisted within 6 months. They get the notice. So they popped up here, and then they were kind of holding this new floor at around $3. And Then today we had a big spike up and we've been kind of selling off ever since, but there's big support around 3.5. So we've been seeing a little bit of interesting activity around this area. At the market open, we sold off to this area, had a bounce, and now we're kind of trying to bounce back above 3.5. Maybe it's going to happen, but this is definitely a critical zone to keep watching. Let's go here to the 1 minute and down here the 5 minute. So here's the daily. Here's the 5 minute. Let's scroll out a little bit more so you can see the bigger picture, and then the 1 minute. So pre-market starts for me and TOS at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 5 a.m. right now local time. That's why I always have huge bags under my eyes. Thanks for calling me out, Colby, which is fine. You know, it's fair enough. And you know, this ticker, boom, PHUN had a nice little pop to the upside here, 10%. I started trading this front side move. I actually did some really good trades in this area, and then I gave it all back right here. This is actually where I bought a little bit more size, and then I ended up stopping out when it looked like it was going to crack here, and yeah, I was out. And then I did try to trade a little bit more here when we kind of came in with this support, but you know, none of this really worked out, and that was kind of disappointing to give back this profit here. It wasn't like a lot of profit, but I was up over $500 on it, and then I gave it all back in one trade, and I was like, well, we've been down this road before, and I feel like that was kind of the end of PHUN a little bit for me. I did try to do a few red to green moves on it, which I got this little pop here, and I got this pop, but I sold too soon. And then I didn't trade this rally here to the upside, and this was actually pretty good. This was a 14% move, which is a little disappointing because I kind of threw in the towel on PHUN right before I could have maybe rode this front side. And let me zoom in because there's one move here that I really like. Obviously, if you were trading a 3.5, it would have been probably the best entry, but you're always risking that that flush and that downwards continuation because this is a little bit of a bear flag here, and the last thing you want is that, you know, big flush below 3.5, getting stuck in that. But once this ramped back over 3.65, look what happened on the 5 minute chart. We had a big 5 minute breakout, and then we had that 1 minute pullback, retest, and continuation. That's one of my favorite setups, hands down, out of everything. The one problem with this setup, and probably the reason I didn't end up trading it, is because this one was still below VWAP, and I don't really like trading breakouts or pullbacks or really anything below VWAP. Yeah, I did trade this backside here, but this was a little red to green attempt, which is a little bit different. So I didn't end up trading any of this, which, you know, I guess in hindsight it was a mistake, but you know, I was still able to lock in profits and, you know, make back some of my losses on PHUN. So I guess I'm not super upset. All right, let's keep going here to OMER. This ticker on the daily, you know, it's just on a big downwards trend right now. It's stuck below some big resistance around $9, so that doesn't look so interesting. Maybe if we break $9, we'd have a move to 10, which we kind of got pre-market, but this ticker died out pretty fast. So let me zoom in here on this one and talk about my trades quickly. Actually, this ticker gave back all of its gains today. It's totally back where it started. It just has probably changed the bag holders on it, which, ugh, disgusting. Anyway, this ticker did break here at $9, and this is right when I wrote in the Discord. This is probably a good time to buy this one, just because it broke this support, and that's what I was doing. I was starting accumulating this one. I was kind of a little bit late to the party. You can see I did get one fill here at 871. 100 shares at 871, which is a pretty good fill, but I missed my actual, you know, full size, which would have been like, you know, another 900 shares. So ideally 1,000 shares total, and that was a 7% move. So that was a nice move, but again, I didn't have full size, so I started accumulating here, looking for a continuation. We didn't really get that, so I closed out. I tried again, buying this pullback, looking for continuation. I closed out a little bit early on that one. And then we got a breakout here. I started buying this breakout, but again, we had that 5 minute breakout right here. I bought the 1 minute pullback, looking for continuation, but again, we didn't get it. And then it just flushed, and yeah, it's been pretty much selling off ever since. I'm pretty happy I walked away green on OMER. I think it would have been pretty easy to lose a lot of money on that one. So yeah, small profit, but you know, better than red. And then CFVI, this is the one I'm up $600 on. Still like not that big of profits. Like all these trades today and everything added up was, you know, I could make 643 and technically, you know, one smaller green trade. And that's why it feels like, you know, this $1,000 green day isn't really that much. But lately I haven't been trading that great anyway. So like a $2,000 day has been really good for me, even though that's kind of frustrating because that's what I was doing a year ago, you know, multiple times a week. And lately I just haven't been able to even reach that. But oh well, hopefully I cleaned it up, and I think this 5 minute chart I got on my second screen will help me do that. So CFVI, let's go to this one, And we'll start on the daily again, the 4 hour right now, daily. Wow, this is disgusting. So this was a blue sky setup. It was at an all-time highs, and I was like, let's go. This is looking fun. $400 million market cap here. The shares were a little bit high, 38 million shares outstanding. That's actually okay. Industry and A, but it looks like some catalysts that are related to biotechs or pharmaceuticals, so that was coming out. Anyway, let's go ahead and zoom in on the 5 minute. 5 minute, we had a big 1 minute spike to the upside, and then we pulled back. And this was a hard spike for me to jump on. It just like it was over before it began is really what it felt like. So let's zoom in on this spike. 7 a.m. market opens. This thing just instantly pops out of nowhere, is up 60%, sells off here 26%. You could have maybe traded this 90 EMA bounce, but I don't know. That was pretty difficult. Eventually, we do kind of start crawling back on the front side. You can start. You can see that I'm actually buying this one, looking for that pullback, looking for continuation. I make some okay small trades on it, but I end up giving back profits on this one just as quick as well. I don't know. Not really much to talk about here. It wasn't until I think I made back a little bit of profits on this little rally here, and then again some profits here. But this was such shaky trading. It was really frustrating trading CFVI pre-market. It was just so annoying. I remember we were like totally laughing in the Discord, like any rules of price action have gone out the window with CFVI. It just spiked to the upside, flushed right back down, spiked up, flushed back down. I think even Colby took a screenshot of this and was just like laughing at it. That's how we felt about CFVI. It was just horrible. And then the market opened, we had a bit of a doji candle, and then it just sold off ever since. I mean, look at that. It sold off 10% from the open pretty fast, and then just a continuous backside move. And this is why trading backside lately has just been so unprofitable, because if you're looking for a little bounce here and you hold a little bit too long, before you know it, you're down way more than you could have ever made, and just the risk reward on these backsides is not there at the moment. I mean, obviously you could make money from it, but for me personally, it hasn't been working so well. And on the daily now, this is just the ugliest candle, so I'm also not that interested in doing any more trading on this one. We actually had some interesting tickers though today as well. We had DWAC popping back up. This one coming back from the grave a little bit. I think it had a big buy order which pushed it up right before the market closed. That was like a 50% move, pretty nice. We had BFRI. This ticker came out of nowhere land. It's actually doing really well right now. On the daily, let's zoom in on this one. We've traded this one multiple times in the past. It was on a blue sky setup originally, found big support around 4 again, and now it's up 56% from that area. And on the 1 minute, this one happened so fast that I just, I couldn't get on it. Instantly pops up here, like 17% in 20 minutes or so. Actually, not even. Let's see, this is 1 minute chart. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, like 6 minutes. It's there. It says anyway. And then it gets halted, opens up higher. There's no way I'm buying this at the end of that hold. Then it flushes again, and I don't know. It's been kind of shaky ever since. But right now, it's holding this high, so that's looking pretty good. I don't know how I would trade this one. I would probably just, I don't know, maybe try to swing trade it. I feel like it could easily just get halted back down with an offering or something like that. It is a pharmaceutical company after all, and I don't know. I feel like just calling it today was definitely the way to go for sure. Let's just hope tomorrow we get a little bit more action, just a little bit. I feel like I'm not even asking for much. I'm so tired of seeing that one green candle pop to the upside, just like we saw with CFVI, and then everything else just sell off. I feel like these are just really frustrating to trade. I cannot wait till we get some clean front sides again, some nice little stair steppers, some good 5 minute pullbacks, and just continuation is really all I'm looking for. You never have like a perfect stock where like there's a perfect catalyst, there's the perfect float, there's the perfect price action. So I'm not even asking for so much. I just want to see a little bit more continuation, just something that's a little bit more tradable and that just doesn't disappear right away again. I find those really, really frustrating tickers, and I think that's why I've been doing so bad lately, because I'll sometimes buy into that first breakout. I make a little bit of money, and then I try to get the pullback looking for continuation, and then I kind of give back all the money, and then I'm in red, and then I'm just kind of back and forth because it's just choppy. So it's been very tricky for day trading, I would say, this week, and I don't know, it feels like much longer, but I don't know, some of that is just my own little personal bias, and my trading right now has just not been that great. Well, I think that's going to be all for this day trading recap. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out. Subscribe if you're new. Join the NFT community if you want to contribute. I'll see you guys then first thing tomorrow morning. Like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.